Guys, what's going on? Is it time for the moons or what? So it is Sunday, time for our Crypto is Pumping AMA. Let's do this. So let's do a quick roll call. I see Trillion Capital is back with us again. It's been a while. Did something happen a couple weeks ago? Because I do remember some people in Discord were saying they were getting banned and all sorts of stuff. So did your Discord get hacked or something? What's going on there? Where have you been hiding? Welcome back. All right, let's do a roll call. What's happening? TechMan, why did it switch to top chat here? Let me just adjust this to live again. There we go. All right, scrolling back up. So we do have Sadie sometimes. Now, I do believe that's wrong. I think TechMan was here first, but I guess it won't let me scroll up all the way. So we got Sadie sometimes here. Son of a Rabid word. Quai Trades, what's going on? It's a pirate. Skirm. Oh, hold on. I have to do this manually again. Budweiser. Alrighty, it worked. Nailed it, I think. Possibly. Bad Cat's in the house. Mike Vega. Skirm's in the house. Alexander Fleener. Mike Medcalf. Green Hash. Tim I Am Crypto. All Motor. Andres 23007. What is going on? Dirty Diaper Bandit is back in the house. Guys, watch your diapers, especially if they're dirty. Go my Tayak, what's happening? Trillion Capital, the Pirate again. Rud Putz, what's happening? Scrolling through, what do we got here? Jazz B is here. Alexander Fleet, oh, it just jumped on me. Dakar Tech, All Motor, Best YouTube, what's going on? Fritz 42112011, or 2011 at the end there. Zach Brickson. Sherlock's, Jock McMiner UK, Ogre MGTOW. You forgot about the Frozen Frogs. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Where is it? Where's the Frozen Frogs? Some Fudweiser and the Frozen Frogs. I seen that earlier. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Fudweiser and the Frozen Frogs. There, nailed it. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. So what's going on, guys? You know, at me, super chat me, do any type of chat me. Try to get my attention if you do have a question. This is an AMA. Now, before we get into this, I do want to apologize for it's been brought to my attention that I'm a bad person. And I'm sorry, you know, from the deepest part of Canada, I have to apologize for our leader. But looking at this, look at this poor thing. This guy here, please do not watch this channel. This guy isn't a good person. So again, you know, I apologize for not being a good person, people. All right, I'm not a good person. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that I realize this now, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Don't get mad at me. Anyway, what's going on? How are you guys all doing today on this weekend, on this Sunday? Oh man, I don't know. Thought I'd share that. Anyway, hey Rabid, what's up? What's going on with Kapow? Please explain. Nothing's really going on with Kapow. You guys know I don't really like the algo because it uses too much power and burns up GPUs. Now, you know, it seems like GPUs probably aren't blowing up anymore. That was a long time ago, back when everyone was still using SATA connections and stuff. But it's not a Kapow thing. It is a Neoxa thing. You know, I was going to do a video on that sometime today. I don't know all the details, but Neoxa wants to, well, they didn't say they want to. They actually put a post out on Twitter the other day that stated, you know, Kapow has been a great algorithm to help us heating in the winter, but what would you guys think about if we changed the algo to something more efficient? So that's kind of what the talk is right now on that. Is they're asking for people's feedback if they should move away from Kapow and move to a more efficient algorithm. So that's kind of what's going on there. And, you know, obviously I was like, yeah, you know, maybe I might actually mine it at that point because I don't mine Kapow coins. And anyone that's been watching any of my live streams or anything, you know that I am a severe anti-Kapow miner. You know, you need to be very profitable to start mining Kapow coins. Now, AMD, that could be a bad thing. Obviously, AMD GPUs are probably the better GPUs for Kapow, so that could just be another hit to all those guys out there. But then again, the majority of miners are running NVIDIA anyway. So, yeah, you know, it's crazy. It's about time. You know, it looks like a lot of you guys should probably still agree with the same thing. You know, Kapow is, you know, not very friendly to the power bill for sure. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much all that is. Now, another thing that came up here, I didn't know if you guys know this. Have you guys been following Ethereum Fair at all? ETF? I know I haven't. But, you know, the other day I was coming into mine, or what to mine. I still think what to mine is really good for looking at, you know, ASICs and stuff like that. Hashrate.no is probably better for the GPU side, but everything else, what to mine is still top notch for, you know, profitabilities and stuff for, you know, everything else. Anyway, coming into here, I did notice for, you know, the Jazz Miner X16P FW or FF ETH hash FPOW. Now it's not much ahead right now. It's only $11.97. I'm gonna refresh this, see if it changed at all. Yesterday it was about $4 more. So now, oh, it looks like Kai now is ahead of it. But yesterday, day before, for a little bit now, ETF was stated to be more profitable. So then I went to hashrate.no and I was looking at them. They don't even have it listed anymore as a coin. So then, okay, well, I can't use that one. I was like, what's going on here? Because it was like $4. It was making like $20 a day the other day. So then I went into, where is it? This one right here, Coin Market Cap. Now scrolling down, and it looked like they changed the name now, but now it's Diz Chain. But yesterday, last night, when I found this out, it was still saying ETF or something. So I don't know when this happened. Then I clicked on it. And I'm like, ETF, what's going on here? I thought maybe, you know, it's running into issues. But now it says Ethereum Fair has merged with Disney, resulting in the creation of Diz Chain. Read the announcement here. I don't care about the announcement. Disney has been going through some pretty rough times lately, you know, pushing agenda stuff. We're not going to talk about that. That's political. But Fair has merged with Disney now. Now we have a Diz Chain. You know, are you guys mining this? Probably not. But, you know, looking at the hash rate, next to nobody's mining it. Maybe that's why it's seeing some profit. Maybe this is when they finally announced it because they saw a quick spike and now they're dropping off just like Disney shares are. But if we go into mining pool stats, ETF is not there. Gone. Can't find it anywhere. But if we go into, if we type in Diz, it does show up. Diz Chain. So Diz Chain is a thing. It's on ETH hash, and this must be the new Ethereum Fair. Now, Ethereum Fair is, I believe that's the fork when FPOW came out. This is Justin Sun's fork of, you know, FPOW, I guess, per se. You know, Ethereum fork to state proof of work. There's not much hash rate on it. 457 gigahash. The network is here is only saying 371. So, like, less than half a terahash is online, which makes sense why it would be, you know, kind of profitable depending on the price because there's nobody mining it, which, you know, usually coins with the least amount of security end up being the most profitable. But then again, it comes down to the price as well. But so yeah, I was just curious. Did you guys know anything about this at all? Anybody? Do you guys know about this already? Because I just, you know, pretty much found this out yesterday and was not aware about it. Aware about it at all. I think I sold all my FF when we got it airdropped in like 2021. Hey Rabid, hey Homebrew Crypto, what's going on? Smash the like. Cryptorian at Rabid. Dude, I got this ASRock Q270 Pro mining board and it's driving me nuts. No video from GPUs. The no power troubleshooting over and over. ASRock Q270 Pro. What is that? You know what? Let me see if I can. All right. Great. Click. Can I copy that? All right. Let's just jump into Google here and see what comes up. ASRock Q Pro memoryc.com, whatever this is. And oh, okay, one of these boards. This I haven't seen this one, you know, in particular. But yeah, okay, it's one of those mining motherboards, obviously here. BTC Plus. What do we got here? How's it powered? What's the pictures look like? Sometimes these things require extra power and so I don't know. Are you using the Molex as well? Oh, there's Molex there also. But that's the thing. Some of these things required, like every power connector might need power, and you know sometimes it turns pretty dumb. But I see a 24 pin, which is normal. I see 2 Molexes. Maybe you need it for that. I don't know. Are you adding that 3D? What is it? No, not 3D. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's been so long since I mined stuff. Built a GPU mining rig. You know that 3D setting. That setting in there, or 4G decoding. I think that's what it is. Do you have that turned on for multiple GPUs and things like that? But yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that one in particular. Weed farm mining, popping my cherry. Oh, weed farm is in the house. If you guys are unfamiliar, if you're in Discord, you guys know who weed farm is. But weed farm is a CPU mining god, per se. He's got a big farm, and he's been making a lot of money mining CPU coins. Why? Because this bull run is going to be led by frickin' CPUs, not GPUs, I think. I don't know if that's how it's going to happen, but it's definitely looking that way, especially through the whole bear market. The only thing that's really been profitable is FPGAs, ASICs, and CPUs. GPUs are slowly starting to pick up in profitability, but they're still not very hot at the moment. So it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, anyway, back to that mining board. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't played with that one, but make sure everything is powered and things like that. Where can I get the Kaspa chip reader for temps? I do believe that is in T-Swift's Discord now, or not Discord, Telegram. But I was thinking of maybe I'll upload it to my website, and you guys can just download it from there. It is free anyway, so it shouldn't matter if I do that or not. But we'll see what happens. I may get in trouble. I don't know yet. But also, I also believe the PB Farmer firmware also now has chip temp reading within it. And he just released a new one the other day. I haven't tried it yet, but I do want to try the PB Farmer firmware, which it's free. It comes with a 1% dev fee, though. But all the fee goes straight to the Kaspa team. So in theory, you're helping Kaspa by utilizing it. And you can also set voltages and clock speeds, which means you could get overclocking and run very efficiently by doing so. So instead of, just running in the other firmware there where you get the overclocking, you're using a lot of extra power. Maybe you need that amount of power to even run at those clocks. I don't know. But having the ability to set clocks and set your voltages, I feel is very good. And then you can just, possibly run these ASICs even more efficient, because pretty soon efficiency is going to start to matter, especially as the hash rate continues to climb and the block reward continues to drop every single month. Neoxa is going to a more efficient algo. It's not set in stone. They just asked the question, should we do it? What would you guys think about? So now that's what all the comments and everything. I'll try to figure out. I'll get the tweet and stuff. I'll record something on it today maybe, and we'll try to drop that out for tomorrow. But yeah, they asked the question, should we, do you guys want us to move to a more efficient algo, remove kapow? And obviously my first word was, yes, do it. A lot of other people are, no, we want to say ASIC resistant, yada, 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 and stuff like that. But it's ASIC resistant, it's not ASIC proof. So, as more and more coins, I brought this very topic up a couple weeks ago, and I think I touched up on it a bit yesterday, but we're seeing a lot more coins start to fork kapow, whether it's Ravencoin, whether it's, Neoxa or other coins, they're forking more kapow coins. Before it was only Ravencoin on there. So, unless Ravencoin hit crazy high, I was going to say stupid for a sec, which kind of means the same thing, stupid high crazy prices here, it wouldn't make sense. But as more and more coins start forking this algorithm, and a lot of them are outperforming, we can actually look at that this way. This will be a good way to show you what I mean here. Let's just go into the emission schedule, which is the amount of money that coins pay per 24 hours. Here we have AI Power Grid, which is the 8th largest crypto coin in terms of emissions right now. It's only 180,000, so nothing major. But, if the price starts going up in the bull run, this could turn to 500,000, 600,000, whatever. Plus, we got Ravencoin at 71. Say this starts moving up to 300,000. And now we got Nuri here. It's at 51. Say this moves to 200,000. Between these three coins alone, plus there's a lot more out there I didn't mention here. I'm just looking at the top ones. We're starting to get close to that $1 million per day between this algorithm. That means, wow, you know what? ASIC manufacturers are like, it might make sense to start slapping something together. Now, it's not going to be a huge jump ahead of GPUs and stuff, but it will be, something that's more efficient. And, that means an ASIC could eventually emerge. Now, they could easily just switch the rotations around and things like that and change that, but that comes up to the coin dev and then whoever is working on the algorithm to actually do so. A lot of these coins, they just fork it and say, whatever, good to go, let's get out of here type of thing. So, you know, as more and more coins fork and as prices increase closer to the bull, more and more money is being emitted per 24 hours, which then starts to make more sense. And I've been mentioning that as more coins keep forking this, it's going to become a more and more appealing for ASICs to even come onto that. So it'll be interesting one day if an ASIC does drop for Kapow one day. But will it happen? We don't know yet. It's not ASIC proof. It's only ASIC resistant. Now, ASIC proof means is something like Random X, where it's next to impossible to really get an ASIC on it, just the way it is. Now, it doesn't mean you can't get it done. Like, you probably still could make something. Like, we have the X5. That's not an ASIC, though. It's CPUs. But pretty much when they build these ASICs, what they do is they take all the silicon, they slap it on together, and then they strip all the parts that you don't need. That's wasting the extra power. Example, on the core ones, it's easily just to make an ASIC with no memory because you're not using any memory. So now you're only using certain cores and you're optimizing it for that one algorithm. That's what ASICs do. They optimize for the algorithm. So all you got to do is figure out the rotations that Kapow uses, which I think is 4 or 5 different rotations. So you do see slight hash rate differences in Kapow. It's not one solid hash rate when you mine that algorithm. I'm not sure if you guys are aware about that or not, but you will see slight variances. Now they're all very close to each other. That's why you don't see anything like Ghost Rider, where 3900X goes up to like 20 kilohash and can go down to like 2 kilohash. You know, it's bouncing all over the place with 20 different algos. Kapow does the same thing, but it's only like 4 or 5 different algos in there, and they're all really close to each other within like half a mega hash or something. So you're not really noticing too much of a hash rate difference, but it is slowly changing every once in a while. Now, all ASIC manufacturers really got to do is obviously they got to spend the money on R&D and stuff, and that's where is it worth it for these coins, is then they just, you know, slap a bunch of parts together, they figure out what's nice and efficient, then they strip it down to what's not being used, and now they make a more efficient miner. That's ASICs in a nutshell is kind of how that goes out there. But, you know, it's going to be very hard, and it's going to take, you know, it's not worth it for these manufacturers to really look into it unless, you know, these coins are making a decent amount of money. And that's where all these forks keep coming in. We could see them to start looking at it more because of so many more coins are starting to use that algorithm. But yeah, so that's just a quick 2 cents in theory type of thing. Speed Target at Rabid, good morning, just joining in. What's your thoughts on Soarchain's Motus Mini Miner, the next demo hive mapper, or a dud in your opinion? I don't even know what that is, so I haven't heard of that. Soarchain's Motus Mini Miner. Soarchain. What is Soarchain? Soarchain Mini Miner. Let's see what pops up in Google. Motus Mini Soarchain. Is this what you're referring to? If I click on this, am I going to get hacked? I hope not. Soarchain. Okay, Soarchain network validates the transactions, rewards with Motus, which kind of sounds like POTUS, but it's not because it starts with an M. Okay, so what do we got? What is this little thing? Oh, is this a chip you plug into your car? Into a motorbike. Motus. Oh, this is for motorbikes? Off-roading? What is this, like a helium miner? Motus Pro? I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but yeah, you know, D-pin, these D-pin type of, I don't even know what that stands for, but people use that a lot, so I'm going to say that. But, you know, helium and things like that, demo, maybe this is, yeah, just another one of those. And who knows what'll happen? Who knows? I have no idea. It's probably just another, I guess in theory you could call it like a fork, but in this case you got a fork, and then you got to make a device that runs on your chain, which I guess would be more work and more expensive. Yeah, it is very hard to tell on this. You know, maybe it ends up doing something. That'd be great. You know, right now, if it's, you know, it's super early, everyone's skeptical on anything that's brand new. But after a few months, if things start picking up, obviously if price starts picking up, then everyone will FOMO the heck out of it and jump in on it. Right now, you know, it's in the should I do it or should I not type of stage. Nexella white paper page got 404 unless it's just me. Nexella, I didn't know they released their white paper now and stuff, but Nexella's website has been very glitchy ever since release. Like, I don't even know. Can you even get into it right now? Let me just go into my favorites here. Let's go to Nexella. Where's the wallet? Let's go to the wallet and see. Will it load? Is it going to load? Just thinking about loading. Oh, is it going to load? Come on. Loading. Loading. Okay, it might be broken. My internet's probably slow too because I'm streaming. But yeah, their website goes up and down a few times a day. So right now, okay, there's the wallet. There's my password, so I'm not going to put anything in. But can I go to their main... their icon in the top left corner isn't even working. So yeah, I don't know. Well, it looks like the wallet is kind of loading right now. What is that? Oh yeah. Helping someone out. Someone lost their Kaspa stuff. All right, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. The wallet's kind of loading. I don't want to put in my password and everything because then you guys will hack me and see all my stuff. And steal all my precious NXLA type of coins there. But yeah, the website goes up and down a lot. So, just wait 10 minutes, an hour, hit refresh, and maybe you'll be able to see the white paper again. Is there any selling strategy to maximize the profit in a bull run, like when the right time and price to sell? For Bitcoin, you can get a pretty good rough idea, but when it comes to altcoins, it's hit and miss. It's really hard to decide when to sell. Now, obviously, it's impossible to sell at the top because once it hits the top, it's going down. So there's no more volume to go up at the top. So you're never going to sell at the all-time high. It's only going to be selling lower than that. But we don't know when the all-time high is. So let's just kind of look at, let's use Bitcoin for an example. I don't know. I'm not a trader. I don't know how to read charts or anything really. So, I could be, someone's probably going to say, I'm a bad person for saying this. Oh, that already happened. No, but in theory, you can kind of predict things. So let's just go back here. Everything's following within a different year. 2013, I think, happened in January. Yeah, right here we can see January. All-time high of that bull run happened early January here. We move on to 2017. We can see the all-time high of Bitcoin happened in December, and then the last time it happened in November. So it seems like it's actually happening 1 month sooner each time. Now, is that going to happen again? I don't know. The point is the end of the year every 4 years. So we're in 2024 right now, which is in 2020. But I feel Bitcoin's all-time high will happen in 2025. Now, based on the past 3 years, it was January, December, then November. So maybe in 2025, it'll happen in October. I don't know for sure. I'm guessing anywhere between October to December is a good way to point it. But the point is, you're never going to sell at the peak. So you're going to have to try to sell if you plan on selling. Obviously, everyone who went through the previous bull run is like, okay, I'm going to wait for the bull run. We're going to sell our coins, hodl, wait for the next dip, and then buy back in or something, because it's always going to be followed by another bear market. In theory, everyone always says it's different this time. I don't think it's going to be any different, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So sometime October to December, end of next year, would be optimal time to sell your Bitcoin. Now, when is the best time to actually decide when that's going to be? So we can see here that it pretty much shoots straight up for, this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So starting in September is when this went, and it was like a straight up climb all the way till right here. What is that? Oh, wait, second peak was here, November. Oh, this is actually already end of October happened right here for the peak, but then we had that, double peak thing from here. Anyway, you know what? Like I said, I suck at charts. But point is, this happened at the end of October, so maybe, again, we'll go in there. Same timeline consists, but we can see it shot up for a couple months, straight up arrow. So you're seeing volume, you're seeing a pump, and it's happening consistently. So if you see your coin pumping for like a month straight or something, it's probably a good time to sell, because then you'll be selling, in theory, around this level here. And in this level, all the volume is still going up. So it's going to be very, very easily to use everybody pumping the coin as your exit liquidity to get out. Is kind of what's going on. The volume is continuing to go up. Now, once it hits here, you can see it goes down from that point, and it goes back to the bear market. So you're going to want to sell it while it's climbing up to all-time highs. Now, while this is happening, you're going to see all these analyst people and everyone saying, Bitcoin's going to 1 million. No, it's going to 2 million. It's going to 500 billion. Like, stupid numbers are going to be thrown out constantly to keep people to keep buying the coin. And you know how the FOMO drive goes. The bull market is absolutely insane. So the best thing I could probably say, which is not financial advice, if you see your coin pumping for a good month straight, it's probably okay to sell. Yes, you might not hit that absolute high, but it's, it's okay to sell at like the 70, 80, 75 to 80%, peak here, because that's where all the volume is. It'll be really easy to sell your coins. Now, when it comes to the altcoins, that's a totally different situation. Now, some altcoins, they actually pump after Bitcoin hits its all-time high, and other coins happen before Bitcoin hits its all-time high. Some coins, we may see them hit their all-time high this year, not next year. I know there was last cycle. I can't find those coins again, but there was one or two that actually pumped to its all-time high the year before Bitcoin hit its all-time high, which would be this year in the cycle. So, just saying, if you see your coin really starting to explode, it might be okay to take some profits. If you only sell 50% and then maybe you want to save the other half in case it goes higher and stuff like that, that's probably a safe bet to do, just to maybe get a little more. Or if it starts dipping at that point, at least you sold some or half or whatever at, a lot higher price, and then carry on from there. So, I'm not a trader, not financial advice. I don't really know when, but when it comes to Bitcoin, end of next year, the last 3 months or so of the year, anywhere in there, we're going to see it hit its all-time high, a new all-time high. It's going to peak, and then from there, it's going to start going down. So, the best thing I can say is, if you see the coin spiking for a decent period of time, it's probably a safe bet. It's time to start selling or taking profits or whatever. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm not saying I'm right. I absolutely have no clue if I'm right, because I'm not a trader. I can't read these charts. I go by the cycles, and every 4 years it tends to do the same thing. So, and usually based on that, so depending when Bitcoin does hit its all-time high, about 1 year later is when it usually hits the bottom again, in terms of the bottom cycle. Let's look at that again, actually, and it happened each time. So let's come into here. So let's just get a little speculation going on. So this peaked. So 2017 peaked at 19,000 at, what do we see here? We see December 17th. And now we can see the bottom right here, which is 1 year later. December 14th was the bottom of that cycle. Pretty much 1 year. It's in the same freaking month. 1 year later. And this is what I was saying kind of last cycle with the bull run when it came in, at Bitcoin was around 60 some thousand. I was already saying, okay, guys, we're going to see the bottom around this time. And I said that about a year before, and I was only about $2,000 off the bottom at the right month. So it's pretty insane. So here, like everyone was saying, Bitcoin is different this time. It's never going to go down. And I was like, all right, guys, so, sometime the end of next year, we're going to see Bitcoin hit the bottom. And here we are from the bottom. And let's just look at this again. I think I went off this peak here, which was November 11th. I do see the end of October peak is slightly higher. But anyway, I went off this November 11th here, and we can see the bottom was around right here, which is, look at that, 2022, November, same month. There it is, 15.7. I was guessing anywhere between 12 to 15,000. 12 was 3,000 off the absolute bottom. So it's pretty darn close. And I said this was happening about here. And then everyone else was like, every 2 weeks they change their mind. Bitcoin's going up. Bitcoin's going down. Bitcoin's going up. Oh, we're in a bear market. Oh, no, we're going to come back up. You guys, play the cycles. Do this to your favor. Use day-to-day news for your own type of trading to, do your things. And if you know how to read charts, you know what you're doing there. But if you just let it roll every 4 years, it's pretty simple. 2025, we're going to sell our coins. The end of the following year, we're going to buy coins again. And then we're going to wait another 3 years or so until it pumps back up. And then we're going to sell them again. It's a pretty simple strategy. And yes, it is that easy. Everyone's going to tell you it's not that easy. That's impossible. But it's done the exact same thing for the past 3 or 4 cycles ever since 2013. It is that easy. Just don't let all these other people tell you it's going to keep going up, because they're going to use you as exit liquidity. So just, do your own thing. But this is just kind of how I've been noticing these things kind of play out. Again, not a trader, not financial advice. That's just kind of what I'm looking at in there. I know I've done some, really dumb trades where I actually lost, a decent chunks of money on Zeph and other things because I didn't wait long enough. But yeah, it's all about doing whatever. Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on the whole situation. Agree with me or disagree? That's just my personal opinion on it all. Did you fix your beef with your ISP? No, I didn't. I just shut nodes off now. So I was supposed to get that other line to come in from Telus, and they said, oh yeah, we can do that. Your house has the extra connection, yada yada. So then finally a Telus guy shows up, and he's like, so what did you want? Your internet's working? I said, well, yeah, my internet's working. You're supposed to be hooking up another line, and I was waiting like 3 weeks for this. And then the guy's like, oh, okay, well, I got a call, and then they have to do some other thing. And then they found out that, oh, I don't even have a cable coming from whatever the ports of the Telus building, another one coming to the house in the first place, and all this. I was just like, oh my gosh, what a waste of time. So my next option is maybe trying a Starlink, but I don't know. You know, I just been shutting the nodes off now before I go live, and I guess it's been doing okay. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at on my internet connection right now. It's pretty much maxed out when I'm not live streaming because I have all the stuff turned on. I'm a terrible trader. Yeah, so am I. I'm an absolutely horrible trader. That's what I'm saying. Not financial advice, but that's just things I kind of see. Now, when you actually sell for yourself, that's a different situation. Now, you guys. Now, I'm asking you guys here. Are you guys gonna? What is your guys' plans? Do you plan on selling in this bull run? Obviously, that's when all the profits are. Or are you guys, everyone's going to be in the FOMO stage? Oh my gosh, this guy said it's going to go so much higher. I'm going to wait. And then all of a sudden it dumps on you. And the guy just finished. Then the guy posts an hour later, I just made $10 million. Awesome. Oh, crap. That guy just rugged the crap out of us. That arsehole. But yeah, you know, so it's going to be interesting because with every bull run, obviously it brings in a lot more people as well. You know, crypto gains more and more adoption each huge cycle, and the prices keep getting higher and higher. So it's going to be interesting to say because now everyone kind of learned because a lot of people came in last cycle. Now, in theory, hopefully a lot more people come in this cycle, but could it also lead to a shorter bull run if now everyone's coming in saying, you know what, I'm going to be dumping every coin I freaking got as soon as I see decent profits now, and then could that just mean we're going to see a quick pump and dump type of bull run this time? Could that be a thing? It's hard to say. It maybe on the mining side of things, possibly, but it'll be interesting. There's a lot more people, I think, that are ready to pull the trigger on selling this time than there was in the last cycles. But it'll be interesting to see how this kind of plays out and moving forward. Now, another thing I was working on, I'm already trying to set my goals. Are you guys setting your goals for the next bear market? You know, we go through it all the time. The bear market is when you, in theory, make the most profit, even though it doesn't look that good. Oh, I'm making 10 cents on this GPU now, or, you know, I'm only making $1 on this CPU. That's kind of funny. I'm only making $1 on a CPU. When was the last time a GPU ever made $1? Never. Well, not since Ethereum. It's been over 2 years. Anyway, enough about that. But, you know, I'm only making $1 on this CPU, or, you know, I'm only making a couple bucks on this FPGA, or this ASIC's only making $60 if you got a big bad boy Kaspa ASIC. Oh my gosh, those things are still insane. But, yeah, you know, we're only making this amounts here, there, and there. But then all of a sudden the bull run hits. Now your coin's 6x, 10x, 100x. That's when all the money comes in. And then that's also when that's when the crap ton of hash rate turns on as well, when the prices start going up. So now everyone's yield is your yields right now are probably anywhere from 4 to 10x higher than what they're going to be in a year from now. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. So now I just finished mentioning we do the majority of our mining in that bear market. Everyone's been to blood. Mining is dead. All the coins aren't worth crap. Can't cover my power. You know, all these things are happening here. And obviously, if you can't cover your power, I don't mine with that hardware. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I'm mining at a loss. I'm mining at a loss. No. If you're mining at a loss, you're better off to buy the coin, and you'd have 10x, not 10x, but you'd probably double how much you would have made at mining at a loss. So it just makes more sense to just use the power cost for that, or mine something that is at least covering power and swapping the extra in for, you know, whatever coin you wanted either. You would get a lot more coins that way too. But regardless, we're mining in the bear markets. We're getting more yields. The bull market comes in. Then that's when we sell our yields, and then we're getting a lot more. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I just lost my train of thought because now I totally forgot what my whole point on the whole situation was going to be. So now I just did an epic failure. But the point is, the bear market, you know, is where you get all your yields and everything. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. So I'm already thinking ahead, and I was thinking, you know, based on my power price, how much money am I going to need to get through the next bear market and all this stuff. And based on what I have right now, like, I'm pretty much maxed out. I'd be using about 13,000 watts per day, you know, running 24/7 to last 3 years through the next bear market. I'm going to need at least $34,000 USD to get through that. So one of my goals is I need to, once I sell and stuff, I need at least that amount. That way I am covered for power for the entire next bear market to lead into the bull market. So I got my price standing set. You know, obviously if I end up getting more power and stuff, I'm going to need more. Or if I end up moving somewhere and get a lot more power, I'm going to need more. Those numbers are there. But based on everything I have right now, I'm going to need at least $34,000 to get through the next 3 years of the following bear market. So these are things I'm already kind of planning for. Are these things you guys kind of got in the back of your mind yet? Or are you doing that at par mine says solar? Yeah, maybe solar would be a thing I would think about as well. Possibly. You know, the more expensive your power is, just the more it makes sense to run on solar. But again, if you truly want to run off solar, you got to remember, you got to cover batteries and all sorts of things, so that when there's no sun around, you need like 3 times the power coming in from your solar. So you're having extra power on top of your mining to charge the batteries for charging enough batteries so that you're actually into it during the nighttime over time. Or maybe you're just offsetting during the daytime, which, you know, helps out as well. But, you know, it all depends on how you really plan to run that solar operation, and it can get very, very exciting. What I am mining 4x, $1 electric equals $4 crypto. Nice. Rabid puts solar not horizontal but vertical. Yeah, that makes sense too. Put the panels vertical instead of horizontal, which instead of covering a wide area, it takes up less room. You're going higher, so in theory you'd hit the sun longer. Yeah, it only makes sense to run them vertical. Like, who would run them horizontal? Realistically, if you really think about it, you're using less room and you're getting technically a little more sun longer by running vertical. So yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, it would make 0 sense to run them horizontal in theory. My 3 GPU rigs turn off between 1 and 7 p.m. on weekdays to avoid peak hours. That's another thing you do, yeah. I don't have a peak and offset power. It's the same price 24/7 no matter what time it is, so that's something I don't really have to worry about. But a lot of people have pretty cheap power overnight or off peak hours, and very expensive power during those peak hours. So those are definitely things to keep an eye on. Vertical creates shade on the ones behind it. Yeah, in theory that would create a little more shade, but you know, it all depends how you set it up. You know, you offset them. Maybe if you're lucky, you're built on a hill. If you got like a big side hill or something, you know, then obviously you don't have to worry about maybe putting ones in the back. As you go back more, they get higher. And, you know, there's a lot of different ways to work around it. But obviously you want to figure out the way that uses the least amount of space and fit the most amount of panels. And vertical is definitely probably that way to do it for sure. Makes sense. Put your K as 0 under your desk at work. Yeah, you have to have a lot of room. They also die faster. AD can't skip for 30 seconds. Best Canadian exchanges in your opinion for moving coins. What do you use most? Well, it all depends where you are. Same with the States. It all depends where you are. But personally, for the majority of all my coins, I do use MEXC. And I do have a discount, or not discount. Yeah, here's a discount on buying coins. That's not a thing. I do have a referral link if you want to use it. Should be in my description there for MEXC. But yeah, they got Zeph, they got Kaspa, they got pretty much all the coins I use for that, and plus more coins plan on listing. I believe even ETC POW is getting a MEXC listing here March 1st, supposedly. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, you know, they have the most of the coins that I utilize. QRL for the X5. Yeah, I use MEXC, you know, pretty much everything, honestly. Even ETC, their confirmations is only like 300 or 200 or something, where other exchanges are still in the thousands and 5,000. So that's still pretty high even for ETC, but that's only like an hour and a half or something, I think. hour and 20 minutes. So it's not very long compared to what it used to be. So yeah, MEXC is the exchange I use. Now some people, I don't think Ontario people can use it. I think, I'm not sure, but I know I can obviously use it here because I have been using it. And then depending where you are in the States, some people can use it and other people can't. Obviously there's VPNs and things like that you could utilize for that type of situation to get around things. But yeah, that's the exchange I mostly use. Now obviously for all the low cap coins and the quick spec mining coins, that comes down to Zedrix. Am I saying that right? Zedrix, you know, Exag I always call it, but you know, Zedrix tends to list a lot of those low market coins first and stuff like that, and they actually get decent volume there. So those are probably the two exchanges I really use the most for everything. Non-KYC. Yeah, I actually, maybe I did use non-KYC before. I might have used that for a couple coins because it got listed on other things first. But yeah, those are probably, my top three ones. MEXC, Zedrix, and I guess it would be non-KYC. Now, Vite I've used once in a while. It is a pain in the arse to use, but you do got to use that for Epic Cash, which I haven't really had to sell much lately. I did sell a little bit back in the day for power and stuff. But, yeah, they are getting a new list. Or they just got a new listing now, I think. What are they listed on now? Let me see. Oh, I was going to type in MEXC. Where's Epic? Epic Cash got listed somewhere here. Yeah, what is this? Coinstar. Yeah, so I don't know what this is. I've never tried it before, but they do have the most volume for Epic Cash, so that might be something. Now, ViteX it's kind of a pain, especially for Epic because it's an app and everything, and you got to like cross bridge it from the main net to the Vite net thing, and you know, it's just a pain to use, and there's no volume there as we can see here. But this recently just got listed on Coinstar, so I guess I'm gonna have to figure that one out here and see how that one is. It looks like it's just like a clone of Zedrix and everything, but yeah, I don't know. Privacy coins, yeah. Yeah, ViteX, it's still better than nothing. You definitely have to have patience if you want to sell something. Then again, it's just like any other bull market coin is when coin's pumping, the volume's going to be there. So then obviously the volume's going to be a lot. It'll be easier to sell at that point when you're in a bull run because of the volume. But right now, you know, and I know like a couple months ago when I had to sell, you know, maybe $100 here or something like that, just for some extra power top-ups, you know, to get the last little bit or something. Then, you know, I did have to wait sometimes a couple hours to get the order at the amount I wanted type of thing. So it can be a pain, but then again, yes, it's definitely better than no exchange at all. When do you think BTC ASIC will become complete obsolete? It depends on the ASIC. You know, they'll never be completely obsolete. No, that very definition comes down to one, the price of Bitcoin, 2, the block rewards, 3, your power price, and then 4, the miner you're using. So there's always more and more efficient miners emerging, and that's what you have to stay competitive on Bitcoin. And you also have to have very, very cheap power. So if you have 1-2 cent power, it doesn't really matter. You're mining away and you're making some cash. If you're a home miner with 11 cents per kilowatt hour, then you know you're not really making that much. It kind of sucks. And most home miners out there have their power is way more expensive than mine. I'm at 11 cent power, and I've heard a lot of feedback from you guys, at least in some comments. Most comments is, wow, that power is cheap. You know, I'm at 15 cents. I'm at 20 cents. I'm at 25, 30 cents. Like insane power prices out there, and that's still what's keeping a lot of rigs off. So we're still waiting for a lot of these coins to hit bigger price pumps. So there's a lot of miners turned off because their power is just too damn high. And that's the big unknown factor we're waiting on. So, you know, when does a miner actually become obsolete? It comes down to what your power price is and the hardware you're actually mining on. Quai trades, I have one and it has been good for me, but more cores would be better for mining. Yeah, for sure. Is Nexella price on TradeOgre currently is the correct opening price of the coin? So I don't know what's going on there. TradeOgre supposedly, let's just see if we can TradeOgre markets. Yeah, so let's just see if we can find that. Open, where's Nexella? So let's go to this one. All right, so it's down 19%. Now Nexella here, or IA, which is actually French for AI, they just finished saying they're going to be listed on Zedrix soon. So if I just come into here right quick, is it in here yet? Not XL8, what is it? So it's not here yet. Do I see a liquidity pool up yet? No liquidity pool up for it yet either. So they did say they finished finalizing the listing. So yes, this is the current price that you could buy and sell on with Trade Ogre, but it is coming to Zedrix here sometime very soon. They finished finalizing the the exchange fees and all that stuff. So it will be listed there very soon, and then we'll just have to see the price difference between the two. But right now, the only place you can buy and sell it is currently at Trade Ogre. So that would be, the current market price right now is whatever Trade Ogre is currently saying until it gets listed on Zedrix. You think Panda is on in 1 hour 10 minutes? That's a ways away still. I am at 7 cents in the U.S. and free electricity for ASIC in my country, but my situation is bad. I just have one ASIC and no more money to buy more. I hope after the halving they go down in price. That's the interesting thing. I think that the Bitcoin halving is going to affect a lot of Bitcoin miners out there. There's probably going to be some big farms that may go under. There's definitely going to be home miners that are probably going to turn some rigs off. But once the price starts rebounding into the bull run, things will be interesting because, as you guys may or may not be aware of, for some stupid reason, Bitcoin now has ordinals, JPEGs, stupid, NFT type of crap on chain. And it was never designed for that. It's already a slow blockchain. The mempool is low. And once these things, happen sometimes, we already seen it, last year sometime, where the block reward went to like 10 or 11 Bitcoin per block reward, and the network slowed right down to a halt, and it was getting very expensive to send Bitcoin anywhere. On top of the mempool filling up, it took over 2 days to send, $20 or something. So I think this bull run is, I don't know, it could break Bitcoin. I have no idea, honestly, but we could see 1 week transactions. It could be very, very bad. But at the same time, for miners that are mining it, it could mean massively high block rewards, 10, 15, 20 Bitcoin block rewards happening on the blockchain, which would be insane profitability, especially as it's setting into new all-time highs. It's going to be insane. But I think Bitcoin is in trouble, honestly. But we'll see what happens. I don't hold any Bitcoin. I feel it's going to be one of the lowest gainers in crypto. It's not going to be, it might see a 4x or something, but it's not going to see Raptorium could see 100x, Neoxa could see 10x, 50x, Kaspa could see, a 10x. All these other coins are going to be probably make quite a bit more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the standard, it's the nice safe bet. You get your coins, you just wait for, the next all-time high, you sell them, whatever. But you're not going to make millions, doing it unless you start with, hundreds of thousands in the get-go. But I feel it's going to be the lowest gainer, so I don't have any. I sold it, converted it to all sorts of other coins, and that's where I'm sitting. Now, I'm not saying don't hold Bitcoin, but I'm just saying that it's probably going to be the least performer. But we'll see what happens. I want to know, what does solo efforts reflect? 6:17 p.m. like block solved, hash rate provided, or anything? What do you mean by the solo efforts reflect? So solo efforts. So in theory, when you're mining a coin, let's just kind of, where's my spreadsheet? Let's kind of look at this right now. Spreadsheets here. Well, I guess we can go into this for an example. Let's go to the E300. I've been doing a lithium solo test. I continued on, but let's just go into, so here we have the E300 on a lithium right now. Let's just look at the current things. ALPH, a lithium. So it's currently sitting at 358, so it came down. It was over 400 terahash this morning, guys. That's insane. As now the bit streams have opened up for a lot more miners now, but 358 terahash. So we're going to bring that into the spreadsheet here, 358. So I'm going to adjust this now to 350. Bam. And then this one too, because I do have a C1100 on it now. I added that to my solo mining test. So in theory, these two together, I'm just going to add these up. So if I was pool mining right now, I would get 2.06 plus 0.71 coins. So 2.77 coins is what I'd be making pool mining. So in a block reward is 2.37 coins, I believe. So in theory, to hit 100% is like mining to one block reward on a pool. So in theory, we can see right now that I just said I would get 2.77. A block reward is 2.37. So in theory, my time to find is probably like 22 hours or something like that. So if I can actually try to confirm this by going to Viper right here and it's telling me what is my time to find, it's actually, oh, I got the dev fee on right now. So that sucks. So we can't see this. I got the dev fee on right now. So I'm at a decently low hash rate. But right now it's saying 1 month on this one, or 1 day, 9 hours on the E300, which is only sitting at 12.83 gigahash with the dev fee. So I'm going to have to wait for the hash rate to pick up to confirm that. But I'm probably sitting around, 22 hours on a time to find. So your percentage here is your effort. So 100% is how much, in theory, it would take you to mine one block reward on the pool based on your hash. So if you hit a block at 50%, you actually doubled how much you would have mined on a pool. Now that's all based on luck and everything on hitting that, but we can see if we go through my block rewards here, I found some blocks at 9%, 46. The other day was 131, but most of my blocks have been under 100%. So I have been up, but I have been having this rough spell between these two right here resulted in 2 days of no blocks found, because also this one here was orphaned. So that's kind of bad. But then today I actually found 2 blocks based on this right here. So that's kind of how you would do your solo mining thing. I'm still solo mining with the C1100 FPGA and the E300. I got about 18 gigahash worth, and I'm only using like 300 watts, which is insane. So yeah, let's just look at that for another second and kind of compare a lithium to GPUs. And we know the 4090 is a beast on a lithium. Let's just look at here. Okay, it looks like if you click on it, lithium's actually the top coin again. But look at it, we're doing 6.5 gigahash at 361 watts. I'm getting over double the hash rate and probably using the same or less power than a 4090. And a 4090 is blowing away every other GPU on core-based algorithm. Let's just take a look. 6.5 gigahash at 361. Let's move to the next bad boy. Look at like the 3000 series is horrible. Here's the 3090. Like, what's the 3090 doing on a lithium? It is showing 2.3 gigahash at 158 watts. Is that all it's using there? That's actually not too shabby, but that's only 2.3 gigahash, where the C1100 is 5 gigahash at 130 watts or something. So yeah, it's crazy. These FPGAs are absolutely awesome, especially for a lithium mining. But I want more. I want more, but they're so darn expensive. But we'll see what happens as the future moves on. But hopefully that answers your question on kind of, how that, what that solo percentage actually kind of means. I'm at 7 cents. Okay, to that. Bad Cat, do you think that the 5900X and the 5950X will still be viable after 2025-26? Still have some AM4 boards lying around, thinking of populating them. Well, it all depends on the price. If you already got the boards and stuff, yeah, get the CPUs. Go to the used market, grab them for sure. Those things, let's just look. Where do I got this? Do I got a 5950X in here? Let's see, load it up. 14.2. I think it should be doing a little more, but Zeph for an example. So right now, this would be mining, 0.7 Zeph per day. Remember, I've been thinking, possibly that a 30, here's 5950X, whatever, 3900X. I'm assuming Zeph possibly has a chance to hit around $450. 0.07 Zeph now. Sorry, I had a coughing fit, and I'm back. I'm going to times that by, 450. That's $31 a day if it hits this next year. You times that by 365 because we have a year. That single 5950X could make over $11,500 in 1 year. The one CPU. That's absolutely insane to think about. If Zeph hits these levels, that's crazy. I think like my farm, for an example, is doing like 2.6, 2.8 Zeph a day. So like let's go 2.6 times 450. You know, that's $1,170 a day times 365. I'm potentially mining $427,000 in a year if it hits that type of price level. So that's kind of insane to think about. $500,000 my CPU mine farm could make in 1 year based on the current yields and stuff. And if Zeph hits that price level, like there's no GPU that's going to hit this bull run at all. You know, whatever. You need a massive GPU farm for that. And you're going to be using a lot more power. So that's crazy. Absolutely insane numbers to actually think about. But these are the numbers that could happen when we hit that bull market. And we're going to have shortages. It's going to be insane. Things are going to be insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a lot of ifs. But, you know, looking at XMR, it did the exact, this is where Zeph is currently in the 2016 XMR stage. And Zeph has been outperforming XMR. And if it does it again, XMR went from, you know, $2, $3, $8 upwards to over $450. And Zeph has been seeing higher price gains than XMR did in the same timeline back then. So it really has a huge potential to do this. When Bitcoin just went up the other day, Zeph went up 34%. The market is strong for Zeph. So we could potentially see $400 to $500. We don't know if it's going to happen, but those are types of levels those are things that do happen in bull markets. Bull markets can get pretty darn insane. And if you start, like I said, if you start seeing your coin explode, you know, it's probably a good time to sell. You know, maybe I'll only sell it at 200 just to make sure I get it. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but you know, it's going to be pretty insane. Your electric rate is going 0.4. Oh, wow. 4-cent power, just under 8-cent power. Frank B. Zagatti, that is absolutely insane. You imagine having under 5-cent power, guys? You could buy the cheapest crap possible and mine away at a profit. Like, that's the dream. Having less than 5-cent power, that's just amazing. Like, it doesn't matter what you mine with. You're making money. XMR is a hot potato no one wants to hold, losing money to Bitcoin. No, XMR is going to rebound exactly where it's supposed to be. This happened last cycle. XMR has a massive backing, and I don't think there's anything wrong with XMR whatsoever. It's going to rebound easily and do what it's always done. XMR is king privacy. Retro Mike, he wishes he had less than 5-cent power. I bet. Everyone wishes they had less than 5-cent power. Didn't Binance delist it? Yeah, but Binance isn't even the largest exchange for Monero. Did anyone else ever look at that? Everyone just hears Binance, Binance, Binance. Who cares about Binance? I've never used that exchange ever. That's, you know, Binance. Big deal. Ooh, Binance. A lot of people there. That's the game changer for crypto. No. Who cares what Binance does? Realistically, you can still sell coins anywhere else. If there's a demand for a coin, it doesn't matter where it's listed. It's listed. So anyway, if we come into here, though, we can say, oh, Binance is now because everyone's selling. But, you know, every day up until Binance did say that they were delisting it, KuCoin and stuff had more volume than Binance. Now, obviously, it makes sense that Binance does have a bunch of volume now because they're, you know, everyone's trying to sell their coins, get it off Binance and so on. So they're seeing, you know, an unprecedented increase in volume here. But most of the time, Binance was never the top exchange. It was down in this levels where KuCoin and stuff was above it. Plus, look at all the other exchanges that XMR is still on. So, yeah, who cares about Binance? That's my 2 cents. I'm going to hashtag that. Who cares about Binance? It doesn't matter. You know, it's crypto. You know, I just finished saying I've never used it. I always use MEXC for most of my coins. You know, it looks exactly the same as Binance. Things sell fast, withdraw fast, everything's all good. So, no, I do feel that XMR is going to rebound, no problem. Let's just have a look. The exact same thing happened at the exact same month last cycle, exactly 4 years ago, which we kind of looked at last year. So let's just look at this. Let's just go to this. Look at this right here. See this right here? Oh, there we are. February 15th. What happened on February 15th of 2020? Exactly 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. Monero just crashed. It went from $88 to $33. That's a huge crash. That's like 60% or something. Oh my gosh. Look at a bull run came. Never mind. Monero was just fine. It came back. $454. Nothing to see here. We're going to see the exact same thing again. I don't think Monero has any issues. It's one of the most decentralized blockchains in crypto. So Monero has zero worries, I feel. You know, I think there's just a lot of FUD out there regarding Binance. Binance is not the king of the world as much as so many people like to think it is. Exactly, Ad Farm. Binance who? Who's Binance? Never heard of him. All right, continuing on here. Minus 30 cents, 5 cent power. I loved Binance early days, was the best. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually personally ever used Binance. It's interesting. I don't know. I never did see what the big deal about it was. Is it worth getting into an ETC MC node now? Oh, that's, you know, not financial advice. I don't know. You know, that's totally up to you. Do your own research. You know, personally, the emissions are way too high for the demand of the coin. So there has they need to drop the emissions if they really want to see the price come back up. That's just the bottom line right now. But personally, you know, it's still technically making decent amount of money. Like, depending, if you already have a computer at home, you're not going to notice any extra power if you're CPU mining or GPU mining on a Windows rig. So therefore, you don't have to worry about the power cost. So you're still making about $1 a day at zero power cost. Now, if you're buying a mini node, obviously that costs a little more. I believe you have to buy the digital software, which is $299 USD, so $300 USD plus the node wherever you are, and you know that could come out to what, $500-600. But you're still making $1 a day, which is still technically better than a GPU after power, because that's still pretty much $1, you know, per day. Where a GPU, unless you're on a 4090, is making slightly more. But then, you know, that's what is that? What, I don't even know what it is. $1,500, $1,600 USD. It's $2,200 in Canada. It's really hard to distinguish the price between the two, because I am from Canada, not USA. But the 4090 is $2,200 in Canada if you get the Founders Edition. So, you know, it all depends the way you look on it. You know, it is making money. The price has crashed dramatically, but I do think they really got to change their emission schedule and everything around. Now, the future outlook, they do have a lot of things down the pipeline that could drive the price back up, but, you know, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Right now, everyone's just hating on it because it's not worth anything, but you only have yourself to blame. If everyone got the nodes and they instantly sold it, like, what do you expect is going to happen? So, yeah. I don't know. It's up to you. You know, do the research, look into it, look at the emissions, price, and, you know, decide long term if it's something you want to do or not. Late apologies for missing Valentine's Day. That's what's happened on the February 15th. It's on the 14th. Valentine's Day is the 14th, not the 15th. Taju Betty, rabidmining. I want to know, what does solo efforts reflect? Like blocks solved, hash rate provided, or anything else? No, well, your solo, I thought we kind of went through that. So your effort is just based on the effort to find the block. 100% is when you typically would find a block, because that's what it would take for you to mine that amount of coins on the pool. So your effort is just your percentage of how close you are to potentially hitting the block. It doesn't mean you're going to hit a block. It's still luck based. You can hit a block at 800%. You can hit a block at 1%. It's all based on luck and stuff. But the effort theory on percentages is just how long you would hit that block, and the estimated block is 100%. You hold XMR, I'll hold Bitcoin. Who will win? Well, if you're buying XMR right now, XMR would probably win, because if it goes to 450 again and Bitcoin only goes to 100, 120K, technically XMR got more gains than Bitcoin. And I don't feel Bitcoin is really going to go past 120 to 150. So in theory, XMR may be the long-term winner in this bull market if you're getting it right now. Not financial advice. Yusef Putz, that sounds like a win-win. Lay an XMR chart on top of Bitcoin. I don't care about charts. You know, Bitcoin's going to hit a certain price. XMR is going to do this. You know, technically XMR could see higher gains if you bought it right now. I'm not saying buy it, but XMR will recover. Like, it's not a fight against Bitcoin's better. This is better. We all know Bitcoin's the lead market in crypto, but you know, personally, I don't care about any of these coins. It's all about how much we're going to make on our mining rigs. And if you're mining Bitcoin, you're definitely not going to make much, especially as a home miner. There is really lucky miner on Viperpool solo mining RXD. Is that me? Am I the lucky miner? No, I'm just kidding. Who is it? Where's all the miners? Can we go to miners here? Probably this guy with 168 gigahash. He's probably fairly lucky. Let's take a look at him. Effort, blocks, 61, 204, 6.2, 207, 16, 134, 4.3, 140, 25. You can see how it jumps all around, but yeah, it's all over. I wonder who the lucky miner is, though. Wow, 100 gigahash. This guy has a lot of hash. Where's his blocks at? One block. One block, 13 hours. Huh, interesting. Okay, I gotta go back into here. Boom. Did I hit another block yet? Nope, 14%. 14. I'm all in on Kaspa, 100%. Yeah, Kaspa could definitely see massive gains leading to that. I have no idea the potential of Kaspa, but in theory, like, I know we're looking at this, if Kaspa hits a market cap of what Dogecoin is was in this bear market, that's $1 Kaspa. And, you know, Dogecoin's only at like 7 cents or 8 cents or something. And, you know, it went up to 72 cents. So it's huge. You know, could Kaspa, some people say Kaspa will never see $1 this bull market. Other people say it could see up to $5. I have no idea. I think a nice safe bet for Kaspa, you know, 75 cents to $1 would be absolutely awesome. Anything above that would be, oh my gosh, amazing. But who knows? It's going to be crazy. But yeah, Kaspa is definitely probably going to be seeing pretty big gains here moving forward for sure. I'm Yusuf Putz. I'm buying FPGAs. A lot of people are buying FPGAs. You know, you always have the argument they cost too much, but at the same time, you know, a lot of people love FPGAs. Look at Retro Mike. He loves FPGAs. The more I play with FPGAs, I'm starting to love them a lot more as well, just looking at the efficiency. Now, some people are like, you know what? I wish they had a lot more hash rate than what they're doing. But at the same time, you know, they're getting, say, 4090s worth of hash rate on, like, say, a C1100, but they're doing it at, like, 0 power compared to the 4090s. Like, they're just, that's the thing. That's what they're for. They're efficient. They're massive, efficient machines. Retro Mike, stay away from my FPGAs. Yeah, he's getting mad. He's going to go buy them all up now so no one else can get any. Oh, man. What about Nextel? I don't know. It's too new. It's too new. Just getting listed. You know, technically right now it's just another fork. Forks keep forking. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't know long term about, you know, Nextel or anything like that. It's another coin to mine. Right now it's, you know, it's theory. Right now it's on the top list of coins to mine. Where is this? Let's go back to GPUs here. Well, we can see, you know, 4090s, 4080s. Looks like AIPG is coming back for some coins. But yeah, it's popping up on the radar for a bunch of these GPUs. AIPG is hitting quite a bit. What's a 3070 looking like these days? 3070, where you at? 3070 Ti, 3070. 33-cent prob. That's actually not too shabby. 30 cents on Kapow. Massive aggressive algorithm. What if we clicked on Chlor, Kapow. Is there any? Okay, Carlson hash. 23 cents. See, personally, I don't know. I know it's weird this sounds. I'd rather mine this coin at 23 cents than mine, you know, these Kapow coins making an extra 10 cents. Like, I don't know why. For some reason, the lower power. Maybe it's because I'm so power limited as well. I can't turn to any of those coins as well because then I'd be blowing up breakers and stuff. Do you know of a good site to sell miners outside of eBay? I don't know. You know, it's mining mining sales is a really hit and miss subject because there's so many scammers out there. It's really hard to say. Use your local buy and sell network. If you're in Canada, maybe Kijiji. You could try on Amazon, I guess. That is a thing for some people. What else is? I guess there's AliExpress, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't sell hardware, so not sure. But just use, I guess, all the local tools you can find. Carlson Bitstream coming soon. K10 already on it. See, that's another up in the air one. Maybe Retro Mike has some information on this. So yeah, I do know there's Bitstreams coming for Carlson. Now, it's kind of pointless to really work on that right now because they are forking to fish hash anytime now. It's in testnet, it's ready to go. So maybe you get, a week or two with, the K10 on it or something. But they are going to be forking there, and that is more memory demanding. Now, I do believe the C1100s have HBM2 memory or HBM. I'm not sure which one. The E300s, a lot of the FPGAs have HBM, decent memory in them. Now, I did hear that I think, now if this gets back to the Ironfish team, it's probably going to delay it indefinitely or something. But it sounds like, they are working on a bitstream for fish hash, which makes sense. Why work on a bitstream for Carlson hash? Well, unless you're running Nexella right now, because that's the algorithm they're using, but that's going to be the only coin using it. I think Pyron is too, or what? Are they using that? I'm not sure. But it sounds like I think they're working on a bitstream for fish hash, for FPGAs. That way they nail two birds with one stone, Ironfish and Carlson once it actually, releases to mainnet. So that makes a lot more sense as an FPGA dev to already get ahead of the game and ready for it. But it also, the whole point of this is to remove ASICs and FPGAs from the network. And if they're already working on a bitstream for that, they're not making any progress at all. But, this is kind of expected from Ironfish. They just don't really know what's going on around them. But, I don't know if that's actually what's happening or not. Not all FPGA chips types have the same amount of bit streams. Some of mine have 50 plus bit streams, or others may only have 10 to 20. Okay, so yeah, it depends on the FPGA which gets released for the bit stream. So I guess the more popular ones would be what? Like your FK33s, the squirrels out there. I guess your Varium C1100s. Are they the ones with most of the bit streams? I don't know. Fish hash bitstream should be on par with GPUs with HBM2 VRAM, maybe slightly better, but not substantially. Okay, so in theory, it's going to work. It'll be slightly better, but it's not going to be a massive gap, like we're seeing right now with Radiant and Lithium and stuff. So it's going to be closer, which is probably, I think, what's expected. Because depending who you look at, if you go to Ironfish Discord, they're saying, oh, yeah, this is to remove ASICs. This is to remove ASICs and FPGAs altogether. They can't mine it. But if you go to Carlson, they're using that algorithm, but they have it worded differently. It's to maintain the efficiency as being closer to each other, not such a big gap, which makes a lot more sense based on what Retro Mike just said. So we could see bitstreams released when they actually come out. It's just that they're not going to be a big leap in efficiency. They're going to be pretty close, a little bit better type of thing, which, I think is okay. I think that's perfectly fine, running that way as well. My older FPGAs have the most bit streams. FK33 would be in the top 5 of my bit streams available, but definitely not the best. Okay, alrighty. Which FPGA has most coins to mine? There you go. Which one has the most? So I guess it would be his older FPGAs would have the most, as you mentioned there. They have the most bit streams. So whatever the older ones are, I'm not sure. Do you have any G1 minis? I'm still solo mining with mine. Very profitable little miners at the moment on solo, hitting a block per miner every day minimum, usually multiple blocks per. Nice. G1. No, I don't. Those the Grin miners. I was actually looking the other day. I was like, you know what are the good ASICs right now? If I go to mine the ASIC, like not the good ASICs right now, but like what's the profitability of ASICs and stuff looking like today? And Grin was one of the top ones. Right here, the G1. $10 a day. I got to put this to 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And So yeah, right here, 12th place, $10 a day is this Grin Miner is making. That is the G1, the big bad boy one. The G1 Mini is obviously the mini miner for it. But yeah, that's still dominated by Kaspa. You know, we're X amount of months into here. It still did not turn into Cadena yet. It's still, Kaspa is still dominant as ASICs here. X16P slid into 7th place there. That's not too shabby. FW plus ZIL, 17 a day. Oh yeah, they're adding ZIL onto here where hashrate.no does not add ZIL. Superscaler K10. KL. Oh, Carlson. Yeah, it's listed right here as being Carlson tested. 10.95 on Carlson. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. $10 a day on almost $11 on Carlson. That's pretty sweet. K10 Plus. So the K10 Plus, 38 gigahash. So less gigahash and less power. So it's a more efficient. So it's not. It's what they do to this. Retro Mike, what's going on? Did they put like more efficient FPGAs into the K10 Plus, or what's happening with this thing? I don't know what the K10 Plus is all about. The fish K with the Superscaler has a lithium. Yeah, Superscalers. It's had a lithium for a while. Radiant, a lithium. Those coins have been on Superscaler for quite some time now. But yeah, Carlson Hash, it looks like it's there now. Is it cheaper to buy individual FPGAs or buy like a Superscaler? Now the Superscalers, they're expensive. They're I think, well, it all depends. You know, if you have connections, you can probably get FPGAs for decent prices. Now I also think the FPGAs are more efficient than the Superscaler. I'm not 100% sure. I saw someone else, they had 12 FK33s doing about 30 some gigahash, 32, 33 on a lithium at 1,000 watts, which does work out to, and that's at the wall, which is more efficient than the Superscaler. But I think they were modded FK33s. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta find a screenshot again and see what they are. But yeah, he said, yeah, I think this is more efficient than the Superscaler, and I was like, you know what? I think you're right. But I'll have to see. Oh yeah, that was Frank Visa got it. Yeah, that was his. That was his 12 by Octa miner with 12 modded FK33s. So they were modded. So yeah, he has 12 FK33s modded in his Octa miner server case. And what was it? Was it 32 gigahash or 30? I can't remember, but it was like slightly over 1,000 watts, which did work out to be more efficient than the Superscaler. And I think that ends up cheaper than buying it as well. But again, I'm not 100% sure. There's 36 gigahash at 1,060 watts. So let's just look at that. 36 gigahash, 1,060 watts. What do we got here? So this is 45 at 1,145. So it's 36. What's the K plus? 38 at 14. So if this one's more efficient than this one, and that one's 36, so he was getting 36 gigahash at just over 1,000 watts. So 450 watts less for 2 less gigahash with FK33s being modded, that is. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty. Oh, this is for Carlson Hash though, not a lithium. So I guess that's wrong. Can we see what the K10 Plus is on a lithium? Does it say it here? Carlson Hash, Blake 3, 37. So one gigahash less. Yeah, that's very good. Those FK33 sound pretty darn good. Efficiency wise. Going with a Superscaler might get you onto the latest public bit streams with less work to switch. The Snark's domain is right there. That's another thing. When you do get a Superscaler, you know, I've been in contact with them and I'm trying to get my hands on one and trying to get some discount codes and stuff, but we'll see what happens. But that is one thing they also say is, you know, once you purchase a Superscaler, then, you know, you have access to all their bit streams. It's like the E300s, I'm assuming, where you just download their new firmware and now you have all their bit streams. You just pick the coin and go. And it's easy to run, I guess, per se, in a way. But again, you know, I don't 100% know because I haven't played around with one. But I'm trying to get my hands on one, so we'll see what happens. Where do you find older FPGAs? Retro Mike, where do you find older FPGAs? Speed Target wants to know. Now, Retro did say earlier, everybody, keep your filthy hands off my FPGAs. Does anyone know the AM01 FPGA? I am not sure. What's an older FPGA for beginners? Beginners prices. Avoid. There we go. Avoid the AM01. I don't know what the beginners prices are, but they're all expensive. You know, like the C1100 is like what, $1,800 USD or like. Do they still have a list on AMD's website? Let's see if we can find C1100 price. It's gonna show up anywhere. Magtop. Vacuum tubes preamplifier. Okay, hold on. I can show up. Varium Linux accelerator card. Do they have a price on their website anyway? 20. Oh my gosh, it went up. $2,300. Holy booja! Oh my gosh, that's insane. So the price is now $2,371 for one of these. Blockchain accelerator card. Lead time 4 weeks. Limit of 10. Should we hit the buy all button or what? I can only buy 10 at a time. So how many orders should we do? 4 orders of 10. Let's get 40 of these bad boys. Why not? You know what? We got Panda money right now. I just got linked to Panda's bank account. We're just going to order up 40 of these like it's nothing. Oh my gosh. That would be insane. That would be awesome. You know, that would be absolutely awesome. But oh my gosh, that would be so expensive. They're ramping up missile production, so FPGAs are becoming more expensive. Ah, yes, they are used in missiles. If you just want to play around with FPGAs, the Blackminer F1 Mini is good. If you want something to pop into a mining rig and has new coin support, then the FK33 or any VU33P FPGAs. There you go. Or head on over to Osprey. I do have do I have discount codes in this? No, I might not. I do have discount codes, but they're not. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. I got them. I got discount codes in the description of this one too, of the live stream. But yeah, you know, that's definitely an option. I don't know about the prices. Compared to like buying the individual ones, I think the Ospreys are actually cheaper than to buy 3 VU30Ps. Like in theory, to buy three C1100s, which we just saw the price was $2,300, you know, $2,300 times 3, that's freaking $6,900, where the E300 is coming in at about $5,000 or something. So it is definitely a cheaper option. Should have an E100 VU33P coming soon. That would be my preference for a beginner. Osprey power delivery is unparalleled. So Retro Mike is a big supporter of Osprey. He says the power delivery system that Osprey does use is top notch, can't be beat. That's like saying that's like buying an AMD card, the Sapphire Nitro Plus, and putting that up against, you know, an XFX card or something. Or, you know, something like that. You know, unparalleled, top notch, ready to roll. FPGA on Nexa, a lot of them on ViperNet. So are the FPGAs on Nexa now? No. Is the Bitstream merged? I haven't heard about that, but I expect it to be coming very soon, but I was not aware that anything was out yet for it. That's interesting. Osprey Miner has a budget miner you can upgrade. Yeah, let's just look at that. I thought, how does that one work? That's the one with the one card, but then you can get, but you still, it doesn't come with the chips though. Or do they sell the chips now too? Which one is it? The E300, the single one. Where is it? VU35P, the E100. Is this the one that you can upgrade? Comes with one. Board heatsink. Board heatsink. So what is this? That. So how does it work? What's the upgrade option? Like, how much is it to upgrade? Or get more or something? Reball, heatsink, reball. Like, they don't sell the chips or nothing individually, though, do they? I don't think they do. No, I'm not sure. But yeah, here's the VU30P. This is equivalent to the C1100s. There's 3 of them. This is one C1100 type of thing, so a single VU35P. And then this is the VU33Ps, which I guess would be your squirrel level ones at 33. So it comes with 3 of them. New arrival. Bottom 2 options in that drop down are the cards with heat sinks. Oh, okay, so let's just go back to this. So we're going to click back on this one to these 2. VU35 board plus heat sink 20 mil. Would it be better to go over, what's the difference in the price? 16? They're both 16. Both the same price. So you can buy this one originally. It's a little cheaper to get the 6,000 RPM fan. Noctua you can get, it's quieter. And then additional 1696. So let's see, what would that cost to get 3 then? So we got 1939 plus 1696 plus 1696 works out to be 5331. And if you were to just buy the big one off the get-go, you save like $100. So 51.99, 53 that, so minus 51.99. So it's only an extra $132. So you can start small. You know, that is an option. It costs you an extra $132 to do that, but you can start with the single one and then I guess slowly upgrade with those other options, which I guess saves with the upfront cost. Then you just upgrade as you go. Yeah, I got discount codes inside of in here as well. Right here. I got discount codes right here on each of them in the description. Right click, copy, paste those in. Like so. Boom. Actually, I think there's higher discount codes that I do got actually different ones. I'll find those. There's actually a little bit higher discount codes up until Valentine's Day for some, you know, maybe I gotta find my email. Is it an email or is it, oh, it might be in Discord. Hold on. I'll see if I can find my Discord. Maybe it's in Discord where I got it. Engage. I'll just move this out of the way so you don't see all my top secret information. I'm just kidding. Do I have Flying Panda in here somewhere? Or is it an email? I don't know. I don't remember. Scrolling through. Come on, Flying Panda. Where are you? Flying Panda. Right here. Is this it? Here we go. Alright, here's some better discount codes. I found them. Better discount codes right here. So these are the discount codes. And for those of you, I'll bring up a notepad right quick. Notepad. Come on, notepad. In case you guys just want to see it on a notepad. Right there. So it looks like for the VU35P, there's 250. The E300 VU33P is 400 off. The EU35V is 100. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what do you mean? What's going on here? Like what? So the VU33P is a $400 discount. Yes, it is higher on the cheaper machine because, and I, you know, this is exactly what he told me. There is less demand on it. You know, just like what we saw earlier, someone mentioned they want the 40 gigahash version, so the more expensive miner. So people are paying the extra money to get more hash for each card. You know, they're spending the extra cash to get that hash rate. So because the VU33P, which is like your FK33s, it's the demand isn't as higher, but they are cheaper, and they're also, because you know they're just trying to get rid of them right now, they do have the bigger discount of $400, and that is code RAB_E333. Maybe I'll try that. Let's try it. Copy. E333 on the VU33 one. Go back. VU33, this guy right here. Select one, add to cart. Select fan type, that one, add to cart. Where do I put in the code? Oh, I got 2 of them in here already. Get rid of that one. This one. Enter a promo code. Alright, here we go. Let's test this out. RAB_E3300. Boom. Bam! Look at that. Minus $400 right there. So now it's $3,000 and what? Oh, delivery oh, they have shipping in here already. So looks like $3,000 with the code. That's with shipping already. Delivery to Alberta, Canada. So success. Code worked. Confirmed. What model FPGAs does Superscaler use? I'm not sure. Retro Mike, I do believe, said they use older FPGAs, but their bitstream devs are like extremely good. So they are able to pump crazy amounts out of these machines because they're very good coders, I think is how it worked out. But they're using older FPGAs. As far as I'm aware, it could have changed. I don't know. I hear Osprey does free reballing if you have a YouTube channel. I don't know how much their reballing costs. They do have a thing going on inside their Discord right now. They're trying to get a bunch of people together for the reballing. I'm not sure how that all works out. Pee them off, request a SAR. They will have to spend weeks getting you that info. Your legal right as Coinbase's KYC. They gave a genetic violation of policy excuse. What are we talking about? What's going on here? I missed something. Retro Mike cannot say the exact FPGA chip. It's confidential. So, not 100% sure. But I think they're not the latest hardware, but they just got very good devs. I think is a sum up for it. Doesn't work. This promo code is only valid for specific products. Yeah, that's why I showed you each one. You can see right here that this code is for the 400 discount is for the VU33P. This code is for the VU35P, and then the E100, which is the single VU35P, is RAB_E100. So there's 3 different packages they got, and I got 3 different codes, one for each miner here, as you can see. So yeah. Reballing SVC is being decommissioned. They lose money if they don't do more than 100 at a time. Yeah, I saw something where they need to do a lot in order to be worthwhile for them. Piranha cards, but not for XRP, the new stable coin. Where's the 99% discount code? I don't know. They never gave me that one. That one's only for like VIPs or something. I don't know where the 99% discount code is. It's really hard to find those codes for anything these days. You emailed sales and asked them what model they use. I'll be interested to see if they answer that or not. How much does the E100 currently make daily? E100, that's the FK33. Which one? The single chip? It's hard to say. I don't know what each individual chip actually made. I'm not sure what their hash rate was. Maybe, where's hash rate.no? Do they have it on here? Do they have it? Squirrel Kitten. Okay, here we go. They got, they don't have a lithium on here. Ironfish is about 485 mega hash, it's saying, at 44 watts. I'm not sure. What is a FK33's hash rate on a lithium? I'm not sure. Oh, Retro Mike knows it. He's got it. E100 code only does 30. Oh, did the promos turn off for that then? Darn it. They ended it. Gregano. Why I could buy one, open it a look. How is it a secret? Superscaler K10 equals 12 Intel Stratix 10. Oh, wait, yeah, I seen a screenshot of that somewhere. I forgot about that. I don't know if it was the new one or the old one, but yeah, they had an Intel chip in them. I forgot they had an Intel chip. Is that what it was? Stratix 10? They have 12 of them? I remember seeing a screenshot. Someone posted it in Discord the other day. couple days ago. I don't know if it was for the K10 or the K10 Plus, though. I remember seeing some type of Intel chip. But yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. 3.7 gigahash for the VU33P and 6.7 gigahash for the VU35P. So 3.7 gigahash on the VU33P. So let's go to 3. Let's just have a quick peek here. Let's see. Let's update our lithium numbers for now. Lithium is at 363 terahash. 363. Where's E300? 363. Up a little bit. 363 at 3.7 gigahash. 3.7 gigahash. And price 242 right now. 242. Looks like it is making $1.26 before power is what it's making right now. $1.26 before any type of power. Wait for me to get a super scaler and open it. Crazy. Buy a super scaler, open it, and look which FPGA they have. I surely do not know. I'll wait. K10, K. Yes, do you have why XRP, XLM are flatline? XRP. Well, I don't know. It's a bank coin. I don't know. I haven't really been following it for like ever. I think the big peak at big run XRP ever had was in like 2017, and it's never seen that ever since. I remember I had it when it was like 8 cents or something, and then it went up to over $3 in like 2017. I was like, wow. And then it's never done anything ever since. It's done. It's done. So many people say it's the best thing ever. It's not. They were promoting. They want CBDCs. They want to work with banks. They want to do everything that you're not supposed to do with crypto. So that's why it's not doing very well. E300 VU33P is doing 10.9 gigahash and is doing 20.1. Oh wow, you got that thing cranked right. I'm only running mine at the 600 volt, 600 or 620 and 600 millivolts, so it's getting about 14.5 gigahash. But yeah, cranking it up can definitely, you can get. I think I got it up to 22 gigahash, but then it started to get a little warm. I didn't have the fast fans on it though. But yeah, 10.9 gigahash on the E300 VU33P, so 10.9 gigahash. Let's take a look at 10.9. 10.9 gigahash is $3.71 a day. Oh, you can see that, right? Okay, oh yeah, you can see that right there. 371 is what the 3-card version is doing, the big boy. VU33 one. E300 makes about 3 to 4 a day after power, so E100 would be about 1 to 125, but it's not really about the daily profit. It's being able to be a lot more efficient than a 4090 for the same cost per hash of a 4090. Exactly. And what also adds on to that is now you can stack a lot more hash onto your circuit. Like if you were to stack up a bunch of 4090s, you could in theory get like 3 times the hash rate for the same amount of power with the FPGAs than if you were to do it with all 4090s. That's kind of, efficiency really does a huge thing. And then now we're still only looking at profitability in the bear market, which we finished looking at with the CPUs, how much we could potentially be making on like say Zephyr or something. What if a lithium goes to $5 or $10? That profitability in the bull run would be huge compared to what you're mining right now, and then waiting that year to finally sell it, not using current pricing at anything. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what these coins do moving forward. Like right now, prices look expensive, but if a lithium goes to $5 to $10, we can look at that right now, actually. So here's what I'm doing. Currently at 14.43 gigahash. I'm running it nice and efficient. I'm only using, I guess, 320 watts here for 14.4 gigahash. Now, what if a lithium goes to $5? Well, right now, it's 363. Got to update this to 363. So right now I'm making $10 a day. You know, if this thing hits $10, obviously it's times 2 of that, $20 a day, and so on. We don't know what the price will hit. Will it hit $10? No idea, but that'd be awesome. Could it hit $5? No idea, but that'd be completely awesome as well. Let's put it back to 242. But you can see the difference. Now it's back down to $4.92 at the current price we are right now. But you can see the potential of, you know, how that stacks up and really starts to increase as the bull market comes in. What's the main competitor to the E300? You know, I guess that would be Superscaler would be it. Or just normal FPGAs in general. But we just finished looking at comparing the level of the FPGAs in the E300, like the C1100 is for the VU33Ps, that it's cheaper getting Ospreys 3 of them instead of spending an extra $1,000 and getting C1100s individually. Now, that's the only model I really know about that because I'm testing one right now. But, you know, there's other models in the same categories that do around the same hashes. I just don't know what they are because I'm an FPGA noob. And Retro Mike is an FPGA expert. Are you still mining Vish AI? No, I am not mining Vish AI anymore. I currently got my rigs rocking out on Zeph. Is Zeph way to 100 clear? Way to 100. What do you mean way to 100? Like price point? Could it hit $100? I think it could go quite a bit higher than $100, but I'm not sure what you mean by that question. Well, heading out, just popping in. All right, Trillion Capital, we will see you some other time. Vish AI, Vish AI, Vish. You know what? Let's have a look. Let's see what Vish is looking like right now. So let's just jump this into the CPU side of things. We'll update our chart. Where's Vish? All right, Vish AI is right here. How much is it currently making? Let's take a look at Vish numbers. Oh, hash rate. Oh, hash rate's still kind of high, I guess. 31.62 mega hash. 31.62 down a little bit. 31.62. And now the current price is 00194. 0019. Oh, wrong one. I can get rid of that. 00194. 194. All right, so okay, so a 3900X is currently doing about 53 cents on Vish AI right now. So it used to be over $1 about for a long time, but now it's, you know, half of what it used to be. Price came down, hash rate's still kind of high, but it is very efficient. That's one thing to keep in mind for this coin. It doesn't use much power, but it is only 53 cents a day before power. Yeah, it did take a decent drop. Oh yeah, I had a micro halving. That's another thing too. It does micro halve every couple weeks or something. So the block reward is also less than what it was, you know, a few days back. What is Celestia Tie about? I have no idea. I haven't heard about that. Is that a new coin? Is it on here? Celestial Tie. There's Goss AI. What is that? Oh, is that the new X11 coin? Okay. Celeste. I have no idea. I can't find. It's not listed on any of these, so I'm not sure what that coin is. It's probably. Zoom out. Zoom out on what? This? Is it on this? Is that what you're saying? Oh crap! I got the wrong thing on. Yeah, I don't know. Are we zooming out on this one? Which one are we zooming out on? Could have bought in on when it was $4. Okay, and what is it now? Like $100? I don't know. I never heard of that coin, so I'm not sure. Not sure what it is. Give copies of the spreadsheets. Everybody wants the spreadsheets. I did a video on how to make your spreadsheets, you know. If the info is out there on how to make your own, you know, what parameters it goes where. I did make a that was the GPU one. Maybe on my website here I'll make a public version on here because I think I did that. Let me see. Is it in here? Crypto post, crypto mining. Yeah, miner value of GPU. Yeah, it was a GPU one I did here. So yeah, crypto mining, miner value of GPU coin. Maybe I'll add a spreadsheet for CPUs in here. Let me see what all do I got in this one. So yeah, coming into here. Network hash rates. Yeah, this is how much everything's making on GPUs. So that was just kind of compare things to Ethereum. But yeah, I could probably slap something together for the CPU side and host it on here. Mining calculator, Durapool, mining hardware. What do I got in that? Oh, that's all this. That's all this for the firmwares and everything. Okay, yeah. Anyway. Oh, crap. I need to go back home. Back home. What button? I've got the wrong button. There we go. Proper button. When epic setup video? What do you mean by epic setup video? What do we need for the epic setup video? You just plug it in and turn it on. It's good to go. That's all I did. I know it's hard on you, Rabid, but still, I would love it one day. Like, okay, well, what do you want me to do for a setup video though? Like, I did a build video. I'm pretty sure I did that on it. As for the settings, there isn't really much to set on it. It doesn't have. It's not like you can't overclock it or anything. Oh, epic cache. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking about that today. Yeah, epic cache video. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that fairly soon here. You know, maybe I'll do that today. Really? No, I got a couple things. I want to do the Kapow thing. Maybe this week. Hopefully, you know, if things work out, maybe I'll get that out sometime this week here for epic cache. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on that for quite some time. Anyone, the heavy hash coin Gore. So yeah, that's the only one that it does sound like Kaspa ASICs can mine because it is indeed K heavy hash, the algorithm. But I also heard that that coin is a scam coin. Now, I never looked into it. I never tried it. I didn't download any wallet or anything. But I did hear that the ASICs, yes, work on that Gore coin. But I also heard that that coin is a scam. Now, whether it is, you know, do your own research and find out. I don't know. I've just been hearing that it is. So I don't know about it for sure. I have 3 3900Xs sitting. All 8 rigs have too many cards to do both. Too many cards? What? You should be able to just limit like 2 or 3 threads and be able to run 12 GPUs on the frickin' thing without any issues while still CPU mining, but I don't know. I mined 5,000 Gore and the web wallet vanished. Okay, maybe that was the scam people were talking about then. You mined 5,000 Gore and the wallet vanished. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. Speed target. Retro Mike. FPGA is the only type of mining I'm not in. I'm thinking E300 VU33P for my first. Any big tips? Total number minus content. What? Any big tips? Total number. What do you mean? I don't know any big tips. I showed the discount codes, so you have those. Oh yeah, the new ones. Wait, let me check if the codes are different. So I gotta kind of. I'm looking at my description right now to see if they changed or not. E100 RAB100. Oh, they look like the same codes. They just updated them forever whatever the latest stuff is. Okay, so the same codes that are in the description. But yeah, I don't know any tips. You know, they're really easy to get going. Octa.Space with their dashboard and everything. It's pretty much point and click. Let's see if I can find it right quick. Right here. We'll open it up. Quick tip. There's the root. You know, I still have all the default stuff on here. Password is password to get into it. And now you just go to your miner here. Well, it's mining, so you hit stop, but you just select, you know, the coin you want. As long as you're on the latest firmware, you'll have a lithium. So select the coin. It'll automatically pick the developer. Then you just slap in the pool and your address and the worker name, set your core clock, and go. Hit start, and you're rocking and rolling. It's pretty fast and easy to, you know, get these Ospreys off to the races. Oh yeah, Panda's doing his giveaway today, isn't he? I guess I'll set up my redirect. I guess we'll go for about 6 more. Wow, I've been here for 2 hours. No wonder my throat hurts. Jeez. All right, so I'm going to find out where my details. Oh, man, I always forget where my redirect stuff is. Redirect, where are you? Come on, you're here somewhere. Redirect, add fundraiser. Guys, we're going to add fundraiser. All right, so, I have been thinking about the brand new thread rippers, which are about $50,000. So I'm going to start a fundraiser. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But I just see this thing says add fundraiser. Where the heck is the redirect? I can't find it again. I always fail when it comes to this. Customization, is it there? Oh, redirect. Oh, yeah, there it is. I found it. Awesome. Search videos from other channels. Red Panda Mining. KS0 Pro Miner giveaway. All right, I saved it. So it should redirect everybody to it. 79.95 WX is life. Man, that would be so amazing to be able to play with one of those. Oh, the hash rates would be awesome. Yeah, maybe I should start a fundraiser. Why not, right? What's the worst going to happen? It gets 0. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But, all right, so I guess Panda is live now, starting this thing. It did say live when I went to the redirect, so I appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream, and it looks like there's a lot of interest out there for FPGAs. Sorry, I'm sorry, Retro Mike. I know you said you don't, everyone keep your hands off the FPGAs, but it seems like more and more people are really looking into them. That's kind of crazy to see. It's also awesome, for sure. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate you all, guys. Red Panda Mining is having a KS0 Pro giveaway. The stream will automatically go over to his channel if you do want to just wait for that. Or you can just head over there right now. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.